a shady glade where we are gonna be going after the charcoal fox, after which we're then gonna be going for the black snouted boar, brown bear, and teeth bearer. And once all 4 bosses are defeated, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will then be able to get our hands upon a extractor, probably the titanium one. I think is the one that I'm gonna be choosing because we are level 40. It's just a matter of us getting enough of this tooth currency over here to cash things in. And also, let's make sure that we got some of the proper weaponry here ready and rearing to go. And hello, governor. I set traps. Let's go. Watch if I mention that they don't damage the skins. Well, isn't that lovely to know? Oh, hello. Okay, well, these zombies are gonna be damaging my skin. Just kidding. He's helping us out. Appreciate it. 1 second. Checking the barbecue, seeing what's going on over here. Any good grilled meats? Ooh, actually, yes. Thank you very kindly. And what is going on here? Let's set the trap. Make sure not to accidentally wander into it ourselves. Too bad there's nothing here. Let's keep going. I suppose so. On to the next one, and I'll probably be angering some more freaking zombies along the way because that's just the way that this goes. We got a wild turkey over here, but oh, what? Oh, hello, the fox! There he is! Don't tell me he just ran right past my back. It actually did exactly that, my friend. I'm sorry to say. He is running for the freaking hills. Well, come on, wait for me a little bit. I thought we're hunting after this fox together. All right, next trap. Are we just gonna be trying to chase the fox around and all these different things? Yes, that is exactly what we're about to do. All right, I'll get it from the other side. Chase it towards me. All right, I will do what I can, I suppose. Yes. I'm chasing him this way, although, we got a couple of fast biters over here that we gotta take down. And then I guess I just gotta run around the bushes until eventually it goes towards a bush with a trap in it. That's kind of the vibes I'm getting from this. I'm just, oh, hello zombie, how you doing? What do I gotta do? I gotta talk to Gerard now? All right, where the heck's Gerard? Is he up here? Did I chase the fox to the correct place, or did the fox completely disappear? What's going on? Well, where is it? Did it get away again? Yeah, it definitely did. That thing is gone, brother. We gotta find the lair. All right, that's enough running, I think. Okay, well, okay, what do you mean that's enough running? You're running right now, my friend. Where are you running to? Bring some raw turkey here. Raw turkey? How am I supposed to get turkey? Actually, wait a minute. I was hearing some gobbles earlier. Yeah, there we go. That'll do the trick. This fox is good. Happy Thanksgiving, Mr. Fox. All right, I got a little something for you here. Oh no, we got wolves coming. What a beauty. Want to go with us? You'll have a new home. Are we befriending this fox? Well, these wolves are looking quite upset. Get back, back it up, wolves. I don't care about your skins. I'm not using special weapons to take you down. What is this? That's it. Thank you for the help. Okay. Yay! Look at that. We just saved a little fox, and the little fox will be coming home with us. We have a new pet. I will name him Fred the Fox. Everyone, please, can we get some dubs in the comment section for Fred the Fox? A shout out to him, but there we go. That one is not exactly much of a boss battle, I suppose, but I do believe these next 3 ones that we are going to be going through are going to be a little bit more battle-y. This one, we're just kind of chasing down your friendly neighborhood fox, essentially. But let's make our way back over here, and as we are doing that, hopefully everyone out there is having an absolutely fantastic day of the most amazing variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out. Whether that be from the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that, does not matter to me. How a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I'm just crossing my fingers and indeedly do. That's exactly what that joy do, because nothing else will bring a smile to my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And Isabel, are you gonna be bringing some joy my way with this new hunt of yours? There's a Genesis field camp nearby. It's so loud in there. Go check it out. Maybe there's another unusual animal roaming around. I will be doing exactly that. And then once we are done with all of these bosses, we are going to be showing off the holy grail of this event. One of these extractors, they all, I believe, work the same way. It's just a matter of what we are going to be able to extract. And I believe the way that they work is that essentially you put in fuel and it spits out whatever resource it's meant to spit out, which I am very stoked to see what that's looking like at our base. It's gonna go perfectly right next to our other like ore extractor that we got from like a bunch of seasons ago. Man, I just love being able to deck out the base with a bunch of random shenanigans like that. And yellow Genesis field camp, let's go and see what you got going on, my friend, and hopefully y'all can go ahead and go and see what we got going on over at TV Starsnipe, where we are live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, playing Last Down Earth, having a ball, having a blast, taking the weekend off right every single week, same time, same place. Once you know what time that starts in your local time zone, you'll be able to go ahead and just come on back every single week. And if you don't know what time that it starts in your local time quite yet, because time zones is going to be confusing. There's going to be another link in the chat and pin, or in the description and the pin comment, twitch.tv/Starsnipe.schedule. Well, that will be able to go ahead and help you out and let you know what time it's starting in your own time. And then, of course, it's a great way to go and kick the weekend off, right? We got the face cam on, we got the live chat rolling. Y'all can interact with the stream, with the chat, have a great time, and just come and get a little bonus last down Earth content in your way. Ain't that right, Ava? What an interesting boar species. That's what I'm saying. No reactions other than aggression. I recommend you keep your distance. All right, you don't tell me what to do here, Ava. I do what I want to do. And we're gonna be taking this boar down, probably, I mean, using the machete, unless they do have that like special skin that is, oh my goodness, is that about to, ah! Yeah, that definitely just fell over there, and we gotta fight this massive 800 health black snouted boar with demonic eyes. Holy heck. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta try and bait him into like running into a freaking, oh, he's healing. Oh, we do not want him to be going into, whatchamacall, any of these puddles. That's really where the bad stuff's happening. Okay, beautiful. I honestly, dude, I think the move is just gonna be no, get away from that freaking, are you kidding me? Okay, I'm getting quite poisoned in here, but I'm gonna continue hitting you. Okay, and now I'm gonna back it the heck up, and we are just gonna kind of wanna bait him into doing his big attack. There we go, and then once that happens, boom, he's stunned, and just like every other boar in this game, once they are stunned, no, don't run that way, don't run that way. Yeah, run that way. Boom, big stun, couple of slashes, see ya later, boar Gator. And oh, my weapon is broken. That's not good. Let me go and get this. He is what? Oh, he's just running out here. Do I kill you now? What do I do? Do I let him escape? No, he died all by himself. Well, thank you very kindly. I'll be taking all 5 of your tusks, Ava. Who the heck came up with this? All right, this giant crate that fell 5 centimeters behind me. Okay, that's a bit of a safety hazard. We gotta talk about that. I told you to stay away. Should have listened. I'm the only person studying animals at Genesis, so I know my work. Isabel, I don't remember her. I don't remember a nice name like that. Yeah, so Isabel, is Isabel sus? Is she up to some no good? She might just be, but down with the boar and on to the bear, after which point the final boss of the alligator will be awaiting us, and things are going to be looking lovely as we continue collecting these tusks and teeth things that we need for this event. But then let's just address the elephant in the room. I mean, we're not literally hunting elephants, okay? That's not one of the animals in this event. I know there's a lot of animals. There's no actual elephants. That'd be crazy. But the elephant in the room of the kind of feasibility of being able to actually gain these extractors. And man, I gotta say, for free-to-play players, it is technically possible, and they did not lie when they said this, that whatchamacall, you'll be able to get the 7,000 trophies that you need as a free-to-play player to purchase an extractor. But the more difficult thing, right? And I found this out as we have been grinding towards this level ourselves. Brother, hitting level 40 on this, I'm pretty sure if you missed like 1 day, including like the first couple hours of day 1, because I think the update dropped like, you know, in the middle of the day, and a couple hours later, like the event refreshed or something. Like I'm pretty sure it was nearly or almost like it was either impossible or like almost impossible for a true free-to-play player to be able to reach level 40, which was quite disappointing for me to find out. I do wish that they made it a little bit easier at level 40, or at least gave the people a little bit more leeway. They were completely honest in that, you know, free-to-play players would be able to get enough of these tusks in order to, whatchamacall, or these teeth or hunter's tooths, whatever it is, to get this, but it was very, very difficult for whatchamacall to actually reach the level there. But anyways, what Ava? Who? Well, yeah, you know, well, fine, whatever. But they're real barbarians. I escaped and grabbed a journal of someone from Genesis. It has stash coordinates, and I want to find it. I promise. We'll split it all 50-50. Well, okie dokie, I suppose we'll do that. Now, what's next? Gerard, are you going to be sending us on our little bear hunt over here? I heard a strange rumble in the cave. Ah! Yeah, that was probably it there again, except louder. Will you check it out, dude? That felt like a freaking earthquake, not just a rumble. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I do wish that there was a little bit more leeway and was at least a little bit easier for free-to-play players to hit level 40. I do think that they made it way too difficult, and hopefully they learn from this and make it better next time, because I personally was not very amused by that. And I honestly don't think anybody in the community was particularly happy with how that ended up. But let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. I am looking forward forward to hearing it as always. And hello, Mr. Brown Bear. Oh my goodness, things are falling all over the flipping place. Well, that's not quite good. Ow, and he's gonna be smacking me upside the head, but that's right. We're gonna, continue smacking you upside yours with a sharp edge known as a machete. And I just gotta be careful for the next time he potentially does that like crazy attack. Although all the stun locking, man, I'm not a fan of that. But we do gotta be careful because yeah, the next time this happens, I don't want that to fall onto me. No thank you. I actually didn't really have to move. I could just stay right here and continue slicing at him while he is busy doing this crazy dramatic over the top attack. Ow, that hurts. And there we go. Hit him with a little bit of a slow-mo there from our active skill mod. And honestly, dude, I think that's the best way of doing this boss battle is boom shakalaka. Just keep on slicing while he's being all dramatic and over the top with some of that stuff. And there we go. And another thing that I noticed actually compared to the last year when this event was around, previously after you defeated the bear, there was actually additional ore that you could harvest in the bear's cavern once this got unblocked. It appears like that's not the case this time around, which is actually another bummer about this event, man. There's a couple of things I've kind of pointed out like that I really do wish that they were better about. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below, especially for those of y'all free-to-play players. Let me know, was anyone who was 100% free-to-play player able to reach the fabled level 40 that you require in order to unlock the extractors? Because I know that you can get enough currency, but the real issue I believe was going to actually be hitting level 40 to begin with, man. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below. But I heard the poachers were looking for that bear. Let's talk to Isabel about it. All right, Isabel, what do you got to say for yourself? Gal, hello? She has nothing to say. I literally cannot talk to her. She might be glitched. I'm gonna have to leave the map and come back. Ah, there we go. I remember the poachers really were tracking down a brown bear. They wanted its skin. I hope they won't track it to the cave or they'll catch me too. Dun, dun, dun. And now we must go to the Forgotten Wetlands. It is the last place on our journey where we will hunt the final crocodile of this battle. And here's the thing, do we actually need to keep using these like specialized weapons for the bosses? I know that you have to when you're actually hunting the real things, but we might be, I'm just curious if I could just like gun it down with like an AK-47 or something like that. I suppose we'll find out. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below and how the things have been treating you and how far along you were able to get in this event, because by the time this video is dropping, it is going to be unfortunately pretty much the end of the event, just due to the fact that even me having dropped some rations to refresh stuff and kind of get some more resources into there. Dude, it still took me a freaking while to hit level 40, brother. All right, it took a little bit. So I really hope that at least some of y'all free-to-play players were able to do it. But on the, I don't want to say bright side because it ain't that bright, but on you know the glass half full, glass half empty type of philosophical side, I mean, there are other prizes besides the extractors that hopefully could have been of high value to people. Especially you can get things, I know like ash planks, and there's like a lot of other prizes. We'll go over that a little bit more, by the way, once we make our way back. And oh, I need some gas, dude. There we go. We'll go ahead and leave a little gas here, and then we'll make our way into there and over to the Forgotten Wetlands. But yeah, I mean, we'll go over some of the other prizes you're able to get. I mean, that is the thing too. I mean, it is a bummer that it does really seem like free-to-play players, I'm pretty sure either you were not able to or you had to have literally done it every single day without missing a single day, and you would barely be able, in maxing out the resources every single day, and you would barely be able to hit level 40. I think that's essentially the situation that we found ourselves within. But let me know again if anyone out there as a true free-to-play player was actually able to get all the way to level 40 and get the extractor unlocked. I am curious to hear about that. What up, Gerard? How's it going? You won't believe it, I finally tracked down that alligator. Didn't you now? Well, let's see what this is all about. Who busted this boat up? I'm gonna guess the alligator, as you refer to him, because that thing is busted up, brother. The alligator must have bitten it in half. That is a hungry hippo. Or a hungry gator, I should say. Wow, that thing is quite messed up as well. Well, we have our work cut out for us here, don't we, Gerard? That monster crushed its bones. Oh, there it is. Hello, alligator. Or this might just be a regular alligator. I don't think this is a special one. And you know what? Actually, I'm gonna let him do all the heavy lifting there. Yeah, that was just a free alligator. Let's go, little alligator skin. I like that. What's going on over here? We gotta put some, we gotta fight off some zombies while you're doing your thing there. All right, don't mind me. We'll go and bring out the Kalashnikov 47, comrade. And fend you off just a little bit. And now Teeth Barer is going to be making his entrance, and he's doing some big old damage, and we definitely want to prioritize hitting him as much as possible now because, yep, he was focused on attacking our friend there for a little bit, but now he has shifted gears and he is attacking us big time. Now here's the thing. Ow, I was gonna say he's not hitting me with the tail whips as much as some of his brethren are. Yo, can I like revive our buddy here so he can help us out? I would really appreciate that because I don't really like 1v1ing the Teeth Barer. He's a bit of a tough cookie if you ask me. You want to be careful not to get too low on the health. And there we go. Okay, we got to talk to Gerard. Before we do that, let's get this thing back up into our inventory. Gerard, how you doing? He really banged me up. I need some rest. Dog, you'll be fine. Get up. You got a gun. You'll be okay. I gotta place another bait. Are you serious? I gotta 1v1 this guy? I don't want to 1v1 this guy. Dude, he's the strongest gator I done ever seen, brother. Well, I suppose a man must do what a man must do. Gobble on some carrots and hope for the best. Please do not hurt me, Mr. Gator. All right, now we gotta hunt down the Teeth Barer. Hello, can I bring you over to our friend? Are you still resting? Yeah, he's resting big time. That's unfortunate. Oh, yo, hey, why can't you do it without me? Are you really not sharing your weapons? Let's go. This is awesome. I was able to lure him over. That dude looked like he was just resting, but he's actually helping us out. Thank you very kindly. Well. That made our lives just a tad bit easier. And wow, that's a lot of gator skin. Let's go. Love to see that. You're pretty good at dealing with predators. I'll give you that. And with that, the sixth and final boss of this event is done. Let's go and get our hands on one of those lovely extractors that I was just speaking of and show off what it is like in all of its beauty. And also just kind of recap some of the other prizes because, again, like I was saying, pretty much most people will not have been able to get the extractor, and I am bummed about that. I do wish, especially from a free-to-play perspective, they at least gave free-to-play players a little bit more leeway because, again, it's either, I'm not 100% sure myself, so let me know in the comment sections what y'all, if anyone managed to actually reach level 40 as a true free-to-play player, but my understanding was that you either had to have been completely perfect, not missed any single day, or literally, even if you were completely perfect and have not missed any single day, you might still be like a level or two short. Like I think it was something crazy like that. Like you literally needed to do this event 100% perfectly every day to completion to get it, which is kind of crazy. And I do wish that there was a little bit more leeway there because, you know, some of these things, like obviously, you know, the big trophies of this thing, of this event, like you should be able to grind for. But, you know, I feel like there's got to be a little bit of leeway around them. But anyways, like I was saying, here's the thing, though. Like, even if you were not able to completely hit level 40 and unlock this last row of prizes, there are still some very useful things here. Particularly if you're still in the middle of like assembling some things like, you know, choppers or bows. You get a ton of engine parts right out of here, some cogs, some rubber. The genome's kind of nice if you don't want to be grinding the north for them, but really I think what the bigger thing is in this trophy market, man. Once you unlock the third row, dude, the fact that you can get ash planks, steel plates, carbon composites, factory parts, and bricks, those are all, they're a pain in the butt to get those things, man. So don't get me wrong, I am still bummed about this, and I do really hope that the developers do better about this next time in terms of allowing free-to-play players a genuine chance with a little bit of leeway to unlock some of the best things from the event. Because again, you kind of had to go for perfection to unlock something like the Titanium Extractor, which we're gonna buy and show off. But besides that, I mean, there are still really great prizes that you could get, and you didn't have to worry about 100%ing the event, and you would still be able to get your hands on. Here's the thing: all the trophies in here reset every single day. So even though it's sold out, if I were to come back in 24 hours, it would reset, and I would be able to get my hands on some more things, which could be pretty freaking sweet, if you ask me. Now, really quickly before I go down that path too much, I could have got a Saint Bernard puppy, but yeah, that's all right. We'll make it do. I'll go ahead and actually just continue collecting some of the goodies here because, man, there is truly, I mean, I love some of the resources, man. Like the first row and second row of resources, kind of mids, don't get me wrong, but you get to that third row, man, there's some really good stuff here. And from an event / grinding perspective, like, I think grinding for some of this stuff in the bottom row through this event is a very worthwhile way of doing it. But yeah, I mean, we got our hands on the big extractor too. We'll be showing that off here shortly. But first, let's talk to Gerard, because I believe we are coming to the conclusion of this event. Isabel's nowhere to be found. Her stuff is scattered all over the place. The poachers must have captured her. Let's follow these animals' traces. Oh me, oh my. Well, well, well. Examine the traces of the incident. I guess there's nothing here. And what about over here? Gerard, I found the stash. It's where we met for the first time. I won't name the exact location, I'm afraid. My old friends have found me. I hope you'll understand where to go. And now we must go to the oak coppice in order to, I mean, hopefully find our little stash here at the end and get our hands on a couple of bonus prizes in addition to the extractor that we just got from doing all this jazz. Let's go and see what is going on. What nonsense has Isabel managed to get herself into? I suppose time will tell, and then we'll get to show off that freaking extractor and see exactly what that is going to be looking like, because I do love unlocking some of these things and showing them off back at base. So even though I am still peeved at how difficult it is for free-to-play players and or nearly potentially completely impossible, I mean, I still want to show off the new stuff for y'all so y'all can see exactly how these things look inside of the game. And hello, hello, what do we have here? Keep up the shovel and keep digging. Hi-ho, get out of here if you want to live. Whoa, 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 how about you get out of here if you want to live, punks? Don't be shooting your crossbows and hitting me with your melee weapons over here. I'm the one, the only, Starsnipe. All right, nobody move or I'll blow her brains out. How about I blow yours out? Oh, the boar's coming. Here's the deal. I'll take the boom, big hit. Oh my goodness, that boar's a legend. He's dead. I guess it's all ours now. Yes, it is. I will be doing that, and I will be digging this. This stash almost cost me my life. Take it. I don't need it. Very well, Isabel. Is there anything good inside of here? Ooh, I mean, from the perspective of completely hunting down all of the things, dude, I'm not gonna lie. These are some solid things being dropped. I do not mind these entering my inventory. Thank you very kindly. I suppose I gotta leave something behind. I'll leave the water behind. And actually, let's go ahead and take a sip out of that. We got plenty of water back at home. I ain't too worried about that. And all right, let's go and make our way back home. And let's put this extractor down and see exactly how it does work. Of course, make sure that y'all are subscribed with that notification bell to stay in the loop with all things Last Day on Earth as we continue checking out future updates and showing off what those are all about, keeping y'all in the loop with future updates and just kind of what to expect when, you know, the future becomes the present and whatnot and things like that. But also, of course, showing off all the things that updates have to offer, including, in this case, the brand new extractors. Now, again, there were 3 extractors you could choose from. I went with titanium because honestly, at least in my, you know, in my setup, I got so much of the other 2, but this extractor, titanium, I definitely have less of than copper and aluminum. So without further ado, why don't we go into our inventory, click on that, and let's build this thing. I guess we could pop it down right down here and see what all the hubbub is about. All that we gotta do is put gasoline inside of the fuel slot, and it tells us how long the fuel will be able to run for and how long it takes for us to get our hands on free titanium. So now here's what I really want to know, because here's the thing, I'm not gonna lie, as cool as this is, I gotta say, I don't know if it's necessarily worth it. So for all of my free-to-play players out there, or even people who did drop a little cash on this update, you know, essentially this is just a built-in trader where you can trade gasoline for whatever resource you want. And in this case, it does appear like, whatchamacallit, each water bottle, so 5 gasoline corresponds to about 7 minutes. So whatchamacallit, for essentially every 6 water bottles, which corresponds to 5 times 6, 30 gasoline, so to speak, so a little over a fuel canister. Pretty much every 6 gasoline water bottles, you can trade for a titanium ore, which means you can trade a fuel canister and a little change for 1 titanium ore. Now, here's the thing. Is that worth it? That's kind of up to you and your resource allocation, but I'm not gonna lie. Essentially, what you have to then do is, let's call it whatchamacallit. So I believe 6 fuel canisters then would get you 5 titanium ore. Now, okay, if you think about that, I believe 6 of the fuel cans get you 5 titanium ore, and then you can come over here and you can smelt 5 titanium ore into 1 titanium bar. That essentially means, in addition to having to spend a little bit of fuel here, but long story short, that means that this machine lets you turn 6 fuel canisters ultimately into 1 titanium bar without having to go up to the north and spend fuel to travel around the islands and grind for it yourself. Which, is that worthwhile, man? I don't know. Like, if you have a lot of fuel that you really don't know what to do with, maybe, but ultimately, you know, out of this stack of fuel that we have put here, we're going to get, I mean, I want to say like 15, 16 ore probably, if my math is mathin' right. And man, I don't know. You know, that ultimately turns out to be a couple of titanium bars for a stack of fuel. It's cool that it can passively mine for this. It's cool that it's back at base, but it is pricey. And unless you have a lot of fuel to spare and you're desperate for titanium, I don't know if it's worth it. So for those of y'all who might be getting a little bit of FOMO and being like, I missed out on this extractor, at the very least, if it puts you in a little more peace of mind, it does seem like it's a very expensive thing to utilize back at base, because you do have to use fuel to power the thing, so it's not completely passive. So, you know, if you ended up having to use your points on other things, like for example, like I was saying, the steel plates, the stack of ash planks, which is crazy to me, dude. I think that's the best bang for the buck out of the entire event. Ash planks are such a pain. You gotta be able to go to the swamp. If you don't have an ATV built, you're not usually able to get those. But you're telling me that people who don't have an ATV all of a sudden can get a stack of ash planks every single day once they reach that level in the daily trophy market? That's solid, man. That is pretty freaking solid. And of course, steel plates and some of these other things are always coming in handy as well, in addition to that. So, you know, there's definitely value to be found in the event, even if you weren't able to get these so-called big prizes of the event. I mean, it's cool. I'm happy to have it at my base. I love being able to show this type of stuff off and ultimately just keep on decking the base out. But from a practical perspective, for most people out there, if you didn't get this, I wouldn't get too much FOMO. You know, you know, I think the event could have been improved in a lot of ways, and let me know y'all's thoughts in that comment section down below too. But the thing is that if you get FOMO about it, like ultimately the prize, the big prize, also could use some improvement. And as is, it's not like the craziest or like most overpowered thing. It's just a cool, I would just consider it more of like a cool trophy that could kind of turn fuel into titanium or copper or aluminum, you know, if you were to choose those. So ultimately that's kind of what it comes down to, if you asked me. But with that said, with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, alas, there y'all have it. The entirety of the Hunter's Journal completed. The prize, the big prize, placed down at our base. And I mean, that's pretty much where we're at. That pretty much wraps up this update for the time being, and probably, I mean, we'll be back at it in a year if I had to guess, because this update was around about a year ago, so it might come around next year around the same time again, and hopefully we'll get some improvements around the feasibility of free-to-play players to be able to scale through the update. Hopefully the prizes will be a little more balanced, more fair, and more reasonable to attain, and hopefully there will still be good value throughout the event. But I mean, I always like being able to do additional things and new things in the game. So of course, having events and just kind of as bonus things roaming around is always good in my eyes too. But obviously, a lot of areas and a lot of ways that it could be improved as well. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. But otherwise, I can start wrapping it up for you for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.